This is me, age 17, getting ready to record someone about a catfish scandal at Nashua Community College in New Hampshire. Before this interview, I never met this person. But, as you'll hear from them, they had quite a bit to say about the situation. The situation, of course, was a catfish situation on the online community r/teenagers. Now, the person in question of being a catfish is a user only known by the name Chelsea is my name. This user posted at a point where memes were banned on the weekend, leading to text posts and stories being most popular on the weekend, took advantage of this fact, and she manipulated hundreds of thousands of people into believing her story that she was a girl who was escaping from an abusive mother to live with her estranged father.
I feel like the reason why this person got so much attention from the users, the mods, on the subreddit is simply because that it's a classic sob story of someone who wants help, who wants attention, and this person took advantage of the innate instinct that humans have to help others in need in order to and this person exploited that to their own personal benefit because they wanted attention, and they used that innate human instinct to their benefit by gaining tons of attention. And also because the person claimed that she was female, she was 15, she was single, and a vast majority of the users on that subreddit, I am led to believe, are male and also single and also want attention. So the sight of this person, young, single, female, throwing out a leash was like, what else can I say? Like I don't know, flies to a carcass.
We created a group chat and investigated her. For a while we found nothing, until she sent us a picture of her cats. This cat photo, to be exact. And when we looked online for this photo, we had to dig deep, but eventually we found it on this website page right here, proving that she did not take this photo. She took this photo from this website page. There was a bunch of inconsistencies in her story, but nothing quite as damning as this cat photo.
It's hard to say when I started getting suspicious, but I do remember getting suspicious because even on that post, the post where I first encountered her on the sub, she was saying I was like, wait, why were you on a train alone at some ridiculous time of the day? Like, where are you going? Where are your parents? And she was like, no, I'm running away from my abusive mom to go live with my dad in some other part of England. And then basically she started creating this very elaborate story that I could just sense that something didn't quite add up. Like, she was saying all sorts of things that were happening to her, and she was in a bad home situation and whatnot. And it just got me thinking, well, if this is true, that's terrible. But I feel like it's not true simply because she's sort of saying too much for it to be believable, if you know what I'm saying. It was like, it grabs your attention, but it didn't seem to have any sort of proof behind it, so to say.
When I went to the moderator of the subreddit, Dr. Pepper PhD, he sent me this message. I'll keep it brief, but essentially he didn't want to ban Chelsea because he thought that Chelsea could have been a member of our investigation, or rather someone outside the investigation but still close to the investigation, and that is Chelsea's claimed internet boyfriend. This makes a lot of sense, because if this person close to our group created Chelsea and then framed himself as Chelsea's boyfriend, he could use that to his advantage in making us sympathetic to Chelsea's plight and giving a different perspective, different from Chelsea's. And I think this is what actually happened, but at the time I didn't want to believe it. Eventually Chelsea deleted her account. Someone claimed to be Chelsea and apologized, but there's no proof this person was actually Chelsea.
On an online forum like Reddit, there's always going to be people who are there to troll others, to aggravate people, to cause them to get emotional about something or some other thing that is sensitive to this person. So I would say that for a teenager online, the important thing to do is, this is going to sound cliched, but to keep yourself safe. Don't reveal any personal things about yourself to people that you don't fully trust. And that's difficult to say online because you don't really know who to trust in the end. But online, the thing is, if you do something and you record it or something, like, I don't know, take a nude picture of yourself and send it to someone else, that picture will probably end up online. And once it's online, you can delete it from your phone, they can delete it from theirs. It'll never truly be gone, and it'll be up there for God knows how long. So keep yourself safe, don't compromise your identity, and don't do anything revealing, please. It's not worth the trouble.